Hey guys, sorry about going live so much, but I have something I want to say. I want to talk about jazz for a second. I think I have a renewed understanding of jazz, or advancement in my understanding of jazz, and I just wanted to rap about it a little bit. I finally got my head around the 2-5-1 progression. It's like the cornerstone of jazz, harmony. And the 2 chord, of course, is a minor 7th chord. The 5 chord is a dominant 7th chord, and the 1 chord is a major 7th chord. Of course, you can make any of those 7ths into 9ths, 11ths, and 13ths. You can also alter the 5th, the 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. And you can't alter the 3rd or 7th because that defines the type of 7th chord you're talking about. If it's a dominant 7th chord, you have a major 3rd and a minor 7th. If you have a minor 7th chord, you have a minor 3rd and a minor 7th. And if you have a major 7th chord, it's a major 3rd and a major 7th. So, essential would be 5, the 5 chord, because in the 5 chord, 4, 5 starting on 5 would be 5, 1, and 2. But it doesn't rotate about 5, it just passes through 5, as in 2, 5, 1. And if you want to resolve away from the tonic, you could go 1, 5, 2, but usually people don't do that. They just skip to one note, like they'll go 1 to 2, and then 2, 5, 1, rather than 1, 5, 2, 5, 1. And then you can skip to 6. You can go 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. You can skip to 3 and go 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. You can maybe even skip to 7 and go 1, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. But you always seem to be progressing counterclockwise along the circle of fifths, which because you're using 7th chords, is downward resolution of notes. If you were doing that with triads, you mainly use, let's say in classical music, from 5 to 1 is going up in progression, and going 4 to 1 is going down in progression. Whereas in blues, if you use blues uses dominant 7th chords on 1, 4, and 5. 5, 7 to 1 is down in progression, and 4, 7, 1 is up in progression. So the upness or downness of the resolutions is opposite for triads as it is for 7th chords. So, but in jazz you use 7th chords. You don't really find triads in jazz too much. It's 4-note chords and above, and 4-note chords are 7th chords. So there's that. I want to put more of that in my playing some, I think. And then there's of course there's rhythm elements to jazz that are different than some other musics too. They say jazz has to swing. Well, I am not a master of jazz swing, but to me, blues can swing too, but it's not jazz. And rock and roll can swing too, and it may not necessarily be jazz, at least in the rock context. To me, I think a lot of the jazziness of jazz comes in using odd time signatures, is not just swinging the triplet feel of quarter note equals 3 triplets, and then make the first beat equal to 2 triplets, and the second, beat equal to 1 triplet. So you have a dun dun, dun dun dun, rather than dun dun dun. I think it's not only that. I think you have to play in odd time signatures to make it sound really jazz. I think is the actual trick. You have to play in 5/7 or 5/4, 7/8, 9/8, 9/12. 11/8, 11/7, 11, or 11/4 even. Things like that. Then you're really talking jazz, and I like the simple rock rhythms. I like 4/4, 3/4, and 5/4. Dumb me. 5/4 meaning not too stretched out. Just to me 5/4 is to me 5/4 is adding a beat to 4/4, and whereas 7/8 is, you can think of 7/8 as taking away a beat from double time, because 8/8 would be double time. So it's just as cool to think of 7/8 as 6/8 with one extra beat. So 6/8 plus 1 beat is 7/8. So there's that. Then I just want to talk about one last thing. I want to talk about the word blow. That has several ways you can take that in other contexts than music. But when I met the mayor, just as a soft thing that I met him, for those that don't think I did or whatever, the mayor was talking to me and he said, "Dude, that dude is a good singer. He blows." And I caught him on it right away. I think he was testing me, the mayor, to see if I knew what I was talking about. I said, "Yeah, that's a jazz term. It means play really well." And you're saying he sings really well, yeah. And then I asked the mayor, I said, can you how blow relates to my past in story form? And he kind of thought, I don't know, what blow can be several things. I said, no, let me just tell you. And so it was my first recital. The first time I ever played guitar for people, it was when I was 16. I've been playing guitar 1 year. I only got to play guitar when I was 15. My dad wouldn't let me get one until I was 15. And I've been playing 1 year, and I played Spanish Fly and Eruption at a student's recital, and basically I stole the show. And all the other kids had been playing since they were 7 or 8, and they were just playing Police, every move she breaks, or every breath she takes, or something like that. But after I played Eruption and Spanish Fly and the gig was over, I went up to DJ Alverson, who's now my who now is my mentor, and he said, "Man, dude, you were blowing." So I appreciate that, DJ saying that. I never forgot that, But he said it. He looked at it with me. Said it with a look of wow, like surprise, like he didn't think I was going to pull that off or something, Anyway, and also DJ also gave me free lessons when I was a kid. My parents only paid for one teacher, but I had 3 others that gave me free lessons, well, at least 2. One just talked to me some because a bass player, but 2 other guitar teachers gave me free lessons. And in one free lesson, DJ said to me, to do jazz, Jimmie, just swing your major scale, practice your 2-5-1s, and then after that, just blow. So he means after, so he didn't want me to think too hard. He just wanted me to swing the major scale. So there's the major scale. Major scale with swing, whatever that word means again. And then practice your 2-5-1s and then just blow or play really great. Love you guys. Peace, rock and roll.